Hello, folks. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday so far. Let's talk about being our true selves. A lot of us, maybe some of us, a lot of people, let's go there, will hide their true selves to avoid the judgmental part of life. They don't want to be looked down on. They don't want their family or friends to think anything of them or be judgmental of them because of who they really truly are. I was one of these people. I'm sure many, if not all people, have been there in some way at some point in their life where they feel hiding their true selves is necessary. There may be situations to where we need to do this. I'm not going to lie. There may be those situations. And for me, most of my life, I have questioned and just never gotten the answers. And I've always looked down upon myself. I have always been, hate to say it, but I've always been overweight. My entire life, I have been overweight. I was always ashamed of who I was because of that. You know, I grew up in a period of time where it was frowned upon. It really was. And people thought it was disgusting and this person didn't care about themselves. All sorts of things. In school, partway through school, I was bullied for this. So much so that I wasn't bullied to the point of suicide, obviously, because I'm here. No. I took a different route from my experience with bullies. I became the bully. That's just, bullying can cause many different things. It does sometimes lead to suicide in people. It definitely leads to depression. It leads to you looking down upon yourself. And for some reason, I just said, screw it, and I became the bully in school. Anyway, nowadays they have this body positive thing going on, and I have no problem with it. Please don't read me wrong on that. But, it does help. It does help people be their true self in a way. But even if I was an average weight, whatever, I still would have been lost. And I still would have been hiding my true identity because at that time, I didn't even know what it was. I think I started realizing who I was and everything probably in my 20s, like everybody else. Growing up, we are learning who we are. We are becoming our own independent person. And in my 20s, I started realizing this is who I am, but I still hid it. I hid it mainly because of the judgment that I would have received by my family, and some of my friends. But I'm at that age now to where I don't care what people think of me. I don't care what their judgment of me is because what they think doesn't matter. It's what you think about yourself that matters. And if you're hiding your true self, if you're not letting your true self show, then really all you are doing is lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself and you are holding yourself back. And when you're doing that, you probably think these people are judging you for this and that when maybe they really aren't. It's you that is judging yourself. It's you that is coming down on yourself. You're wanting to hide your identity. So this is what I'm talking about. And I'm using myself as an example in this video of who I am. This is who I am. You see this behind me. Full of the runes and everything Nordic. And that is who I am. I am a Wotanist. I am studying all sorts of things when it comes to this path. And I love crystals and incense and burning sage and just all sorts of these things. And these are things that help me feel better about who I am. These are things that I feel comfortable with. I'm still working on being comfortable around others. But one thing about me, I've always been a shy person. I really have. I think that's why I'm doing these videos right now, not only to reach out and help others maybe think differently about things, but to break out of my shell and to do things that usually I would avoid doing because of being uncomfortable. But that's not how I want to live the rest of my life. None of us know how long we have on this earth. So why not be yourself while you can? And I think one of the things that's helped me come out more is I've been going through a lot of issues this year. This past February of this year, I found out that I have all sorts of health issues going on. And it wasn't just one thing that hit me. It was a bunch of things at once. At the time, I knew that I had a seizure disorder, in which that is a disorder of the brain. Sometimes my brain backfires and I seize out because of it. Now I can say, this is December 2023. My last seizure was June 2023. Before that, I had gone 2 years without a seizure. So in the beginning of this disorder that started in 2017, it was several seizures, every month. I was having a few different seizures. So now we're getting it more under control. We're realizing what my trigger is. And my main trigger that causes seizures is stress. Go figure, right? And life is stressful. That's what kind of sucks about my seizure disorder is life is stressful. But it's how you handle that stress that matters. So I already knew about that. I knew about that. What I didn't know about was that I also have damaged lungs. I have a lung disease, emphysema to be exact, which is my fault because I am a smoker. I have been a smoker for 30 plus years, and it's a hard habit to kick, but I'm working on it. We also found out that I have some sort of heart condition going on. They're still trying to figure out exactly what it is. They have put in the records, that I possibly actually had a heart attack back in February, which has led us to figure out all of these things that are going on with me. I also found out I have liver disease. And some of you probably hear liver disease and automatically think drinking. No, I've never been a heavy drinker. So for those of you that think that's only something that happens with people that drink heavily, no, it's not. It can happen to anyone. Oh boy, I have so many things going on that I don't even know all of them, really. I have so many doctors that I see all the time on a monthly basis, if not weekly. I have physical issues from an accident that I had. I have thyroid disease going on, and that one is actually, I guess, the most recent thing that we found out about. It turns out that I have nodules. And for those of you that don't know what a nodule is, it's kind of like a tumor, a lump. And first they found that I have a big one on the right side of my thyroid. They did a biopsy. The biopsy came back. And when you're someone that has to have a biopsy on something, all you want is the answer. That's it. The biopsy results came in and said that it came back as abnormal cells, but they can't tell if it's cancer or not. So I may or may not have cancer right now. Not sure. They're doing more testing. And then within doing the more testing, they have found that I actually have several of these nodules. And there's 3 of them in total that are suspicious. And when they say suspicious, they mean it could end up being cancer. The one big one, and then 2 other smaller ones that are on the left side. So it's basically my entire thyroid. So now I am going to be having surgery sometime in the near future to remove my thyroid. The doctor said that once they remove it, they'll cut it open and they'll do all sorts of testing with it. And if it comes back that it is cancer, then I have to do radiation. Not the type of radiation that most cancer patients go through, but it's a pill form instead. So these are things I'm looking forward to. Yay. I also am actually in the near future, after thyroid removal, will be going through a gastric bypass surgery. And no, this is not because I don't like that I'm overweight or anything, which I don't like it, but but that's not why, because I'm not that much overweight to actually, usually people of my size wouldn't be going through these kind of surgeries, but it is medically necessary that I have this surgery to relieve pressure from my lungs and my heart. So these are my things I'm looking at in the near future. Also, just recently found out I might have to have surgery on my neck. We'll find out for sure, hopefully soon. So these are things I'm going through. And I only mention these things because, like I said, we don't know what our future holds. We don't know how much time we have on this earth. You never know. Any of us could have an accident or something tomorrow and be gone. So my point being is, be yourself. Live your life the way you are comfortable with, the way you want to. Because otherwise it may be too late for you. My issues have actually helped me, come out a little more in this area of being myself. Over the years, the last 9 years, I guess, 8 years, I have come out a little more, and people have turned on me, turned their backs towards me, disowned me and my family, thank you. Stop being friends with me, whatever. But you know what? If you being yourself causes someone to leave your life, then maybe they shouldn't have been a part of it anyway, right? I mean, really, if they're that judgmental, why would you want them in your life? And that is the way I feel. Even when it comes to my family, I love them. But if you're going to be that judgmental of me, then see you bye. That's just where I'm at. And so that's what this video is all about, being yourself. Don't worry about what others think. What matters is what you think. That's all that really matters. Those that are okay with it, those that support you, those that are proud, those are the people you want in your life. They love you no matter what. And those are good people to have around. Those that want to judge you and turn on you because you're not doing what they think you should do, they don't matter. Okay, it's not their life. They haven't been through the things you've been through. And some of them may not even know what you've been through. And instead of asking you, hey, what's up with this? They just leave. So, in my opinion, it's for the better. Surround you with those that truly, truly do love you, that truly care, and that truly don't care about what you choose to do with your life. So, like I said, this is me. I'm weird sometimes. I'm crazy sometimes. I judge people on their energy. Not a judgmental type. I don't, see something and think, no, that's not for me. You're this, you're that. No, that's not me. Yes, there are certain things I'll see about people and I'm like, no, that's just not something I want to be around. Is that judgmental? No, that's choosing what you want in your life. And in that case, that's choosing the type of people you want in your life. So I believe in magic. I feel the energy all around, from people, from things, from animals, from the earth. I feel it. I can tell what it's saying. I can read that energy. And some people that I've said this to, they look at me like I'm nuts, but I'm not. I can tell when somebody walks in the room if they're happy. I can tell if they're sad. I can tell if they're mad. I can be having the best day ever, happy as can be. And somebody that's in a bad mood can walk in and immediately I feel that energy. And immediately inside of me, my mood changes because I feel that energy. I can look at someone and I can tell if they're deep in thought about something bad, something good, whatever. This is who I am. This is what I do. And for those that think, oh, she's nuts, screw you. Maybe you're just jealous you can't read that energy. I feel it. I can feel it. Kondo comes home from work. You know, he may smile, put a smile on his face, talking about good stuff, you know. But I feel that energy. He can be putting a smile on his face and I will still look at him and say, what's wrong? Oh, nothing is what he'll say. A few minutes later, I'll be like, you're deep in thought about something and something is bothering you. What's going on? And even he can tell you that usually when I do that, I'm correct. Now, am I going to say I'm always right? Hell no. Nobody's always right about anything. But these are things that I do. I love crystals. I love holding them. I love the energy that comes off of them. Those of you that don't believe in energy, you're missing out. I love setting up an altar, praying to my gods. I have said before, I have a connection with Freya of the Nordic gods. That is my goddess. That is who I'm connected to. But I also have a connection with Frigga, Mother Frigga. And I have dedicated my life to her as well. Me, I belong to them. And when I set up my altar, I set it up with them in mind. When I do things in life, I do it with them in mind. Are there times that I don't do it with them in mind? Hell yeah. We're only human. But everything I do, I try to make sure it's something that would please my goddesses, my gods. Right now, making this video, I have my phone set up on my altar. I have my altar set up to help me through this video. I use keys for Mother Frigga because she is the key holder. I use cats for Mother Freya because that is a symbol of Freya. I have candles burning, silver for Frigga, gold for Freya. I have my sage sitting in a bowl where I burned it throughout my house before doing this video to expel all the negative, to put in that healing that I need right now, that calmness that it takes to make it through a day, make it through this video. Like I said, for those of you who want to judge me of what I'm saying now or what I've said in the past, that's fine. You judge me all you want. But I know I am happy with who I am. I am happy with what I do. And that's really all that matters in life. And if we could all remember that daily, then we could go so far. We could be so happy and more accepting of things around us. So I'm going to stop rambling on and wish you all a wonderful weekend, a happy new year that is coming up in a couple of days. And just remember, always be yourself. Always be you. Because that is all that really matters. And once you are being you, you will be happy beyond belief. So, hey Elsa, Happy New Year. Love to you all.